So, I'm joined with my esteemed co-host Adam, who is just sitting over there being cute. How old is he? I think he's let's see. April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. He's 8 months. Look at him. Just look at that furry little bastard. Adam. Hello. That face. He's like, "Yes, Grandpa." Hello. Hello. So, the trailer officially came out for Snow White, the one that was shown in theaters. There was a little change from the one that I showed, but it's still bad. It's still bad. Snow White trailer dislike ratio explodes in first 24 hours on YouTube. Rachel Zegler's live-action Disney Snow White reboot trailer has finally been released on YouTube, and Disney fans are flocking to the video to voice their displeasure. The video has garnered more than 195,000 dislikes in less than a day. The like to dislike ratio for a video can tell you a lot about how audiences feel, not to mention all the comments on Twitter and all that, but no, it's just a bunch of haters. All these women and people, minorities who are bashing it, they're just haters. They're just far right extremists. They can't appreciate what a true magnificent masterpiece this movie is and what it's going to be when you have someone as amazingly stunning as Rachel Zegler, who with her strong opinionated voice was able to woo and bring in so many. No, she pushed everyone away. Because she doesn't know when to shut up. If you have more likes and dislikes, you have a generally favorable reputation with the audience. But when the dislikes outnumber the likes by a wide margin, it might be time to panic. So 16,000 upvotes to 195,000 downvotes. That's nice lightsaber you got there. It's safe to say that Disney might panic after the snow. They're not. They don't care. They don't care. Like, Disney can see what a bad person that this chick is, and yet it's like, oh, she might be in the next Marvel movie or whatever. It's like she's clearly a liability and bad for business, and people are just going to keep hiring her because no publicity is bad publicity. So she might be pushing people away, but oh, it's getting people talking. Yeah, well, that's great, but if people are just talking and not going to see your movie, I'd ask Adam his opinion, but he's sleeping. Uh, Safe to say that Disney might panic after Snow White's trailer initial YouTube launch. 16,000 likes and a whopping 195,000 dislikes. Disney held the Snow White trailer back for several weeks, releasing it in theaters alongside box office hits like Wicked and Moana 2. However, the company purposely avoided posting the trailer publicly online until yesterday. Many believe that this was Disney feared the exact reaction viewers are having onto the trailer right now. Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. YouTube typically hides dislikes on videos to the general public. However, they're still accessible to certain browser extensions to uncover the ratio and even highlight the discrepancy with the green and red lines. And again, as a content creator, even if you disable it for people, or not make it to where it's shown, as a content creator, you can still see it. Like, hold on. So, for instance, like right here, you can still, like, for me as a content creator, I can still see it. So even if I was to disable it to where you guys, or YouTube rather, because I don't disable anything. I don't disable comments. I don't have to filter through comments. I just leave everything up. Because unlike people on that side, I'm not a fucking coward. So even if you're not able to see the like to dislike, as a content creator, I'm able to see it on my videos. But YouTube goes out of its way to make sure sometimes that these big companies are, safe. But even if they are, guess what? People will just go to Twitter. People will just go to Twitter. And then it's like, oh, well, we'll just disable comments over there too. Okay, well then these people start making videos. They go on TikTok and making videos. And then you start finding out that you have this large majority of people who are tired of your bull crap because they're voicing their opinion and they essentially get censored. Whether it be comments being deleted or YouTube like, oh, you should disable your comments there. But like for me, I don't disable anything. I believe in full free speech. The only time it's not free speech anymore is when it goes past that to flat out threats. People are threatening each other in the comments. That's not free speech. But you want to call me a fucking incel chud who lives in a basement, whatever. I really don't care. I really don't care. So you'll never find anything. You'll never find any likes, this stuff disabled. You'll never find comments disabled because I believe in true free speech. Unlike these people who just want to hide this crap. And the only reason this is seen is because people have made extensions in order to see it. Because YouTube is afraid of, mean comments and everything on big company YouTube channels. But this isn't the first time Snow White has received such a ratio. The teaser trailer for the big budget movie, big budget Rachel Zegler live action remake, currently sits at 99,000 likes, more than 1.4 million dislikes. So what do people hate about everything? For one, the trailers have shown much different interpretation of the original animated classic, even though they're like, a classic, a classic is back. No, it's not. Portraying Snow White in the 2024 strong independent 2024 strong independent woman stereotype. This is something viewers are frankly getting tired of, particularly with from Disney. Yeah. I mean, if you're saying that you're gonna be, it's not like Snow White and the Huntsman, with Kristen Stewart, where it's more of a proactive role. Snow White wasn't that. She wasn't a fierce warrior in the original movie, So to make her this boss bitch because, every woman's got to be a boss bitch now. It's stupid and people are tired of it. Women aren't allowed to be feminine anymore. We're strong and then we're independent. We don't need no man for happiness and we can do everything. People are tired of it. People are tired of it. It's okay for women to be feminine. It really is. Despite what the fucking left tells you, if you're a woman, it's okay to be feminine. And that's one great thing that separates men from women. That's one of the many amazing differences that we have. If women are just allowed to be as masculine as the men all the time, then really what's separating us? Apart from you guys being able to give birth. And soon enough, I'm sure that's going to be possible for men to do with freaking uterus, surgery, implants, and all that. So soon enough, you're not going to have anything that separates you from a man. So I would say stick up for yourselves and tell these people it's okay to be feminine. It's okay to embrace femininity while also being badass. Many have done it already. I bring back, all the time. I go to Galadriel from Lord of the Rings, not Galadriel from Rings of Power. No, Lord of the Rings. Galadriel, beautiful, elegant, but yet her mere presence would bring people to their knees. If that doesn't scream badassery, I don't know what does. And of course, I'm going to still be called a fucking incel, despite the fact that I'm defending women here. Because, People are rereads and don't know the definitions of the words they're using. But people are tired of the boss bitch. They're just tired of it. You know, you have a Disney princess. Disney princesses, while yes, they are, you know, they could be proactive, they're still very feminine. You know, look at Mulan. Same, look at Mulan. Very proactive in what she's doing. Pretends to become a man to just to, you know, to fight, but she's still also very feminine. She's still very feminine. But you're not allowed to do that now. Then you have the dwarves. Instead of casting actual little people for Snow White's 7 friends, Disney caved to pressure from actor Peter Dinklage, who said that casting little people in the roles would be offensive. And yet he is, in fact, a little person constantly getting cast in roles for little people. So, yes, it doesn't matter to him. Disney went to cast 7 diverse actors, one only of which was a little, yeah, everyone else was normal sized. Like the one in the very back looked like he's at least 6 feet tall. Oh yes, dwarves indeed. But no, they were more like you know, magical companions, I think they were called. To play the roles, but reversed course after a set photo was mocked relentlessly by the entire internet. It has gone it has since gone with 7 CGI dwarves that have become the laughing stock of the film world. Yeah, they're so terrible. Then you have Snow White herself. Zegler is an outspoken activist whose incendiary rhetoric was sensed an already agitated fan base time and time again since the movie went on into production. She loudly and proudly criticized the original 1937 film, insulting that it had sexist themes surrounding love and marriage. She noted proudly that her version of Snow White wouldn't be saved by the prince or dream of true love. Rather, she would be dreaming of becoming the leader she always knew she could be. She also referred to Snow White's prince as a man who literally stalks her. Weird. Zegler also used the film's last trailer as a soapbox to get her opinions out regarding the conflict in the Middle East. When commenting on the widely despised trailer several months ago, Zegler ended her social media post by saying, "Free Palestine." It should note that her co-star in Snow White, Gal Gadot, is a veteran of the Israeli army. So again, this bitch is just stupid and she doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. Then, following the U.S. presidential election last month, Zegler went on a wild social media tirade in which she appeared to wish harm or misfortune on President-elect Donald Trump and his supporters. May Trump supporters and Trump himself never know peace, despite the fact that once again people on your side had to vote for him because all the MAGA Republicans put together wouldn't be enough to vote the guy in. Uh-oh, it looks like your own side voted for him too. Uh-oh, you just insulted your entire fan base as well, you dumb bitch. Zegler issued an apology. No one really cares about that because she's not being sincere at all. Snow White has gone through expensive reshoots, which has ballooned the budget of the film to somewhere in the neighborhood of $500 million. That means Disney is looking at a major money loss should this movie fail. And with such a stark like-to-dislike ratio, many wonder how it could possibly succeed. Oh, we know how it's going to succeed. It's not. But never underestimate parents who just want their kids to shut up for an hour or two. I mean, that's really, it's going to be parents. But I don't think enough parents would be enough to make this a success. Because any normal person, it's going to be like, no. No. The parents will use it as a way to shut the kids up for an hour or two, but that's not going to be enough. Because this chick right here just didn't know when to shut up. The fact that people are, they're tired of remakes. People are so tired of live action remakes. because they take these classic movies, but then they bastardize them, saying that, oh, it's, it's a classic just brought to life. No, it's not. No, it's not. So people are tired of live action remakes. People are tired of the boss bitch. The I have to be strong and proactive and I don't need no man, and all the men that I see I'm going to have to belittle and put them in their place and this and that. People are tired of that. People are tired of women not being allowed to be women. People are tired of women basically being cast aside, and femininity is cast aside for these oh, I'm a strong, tough woman. People are tired of it. It's okay to be a woman and to be feminine. You can be a boss bitch. Again, Galadriel, perfect example. Beautiful, eloquent, sophisticated, and yet her mere presence alone brings people to their knees. It's not that hard. You just need to want to do it. But these people don't want to do it. So those Rachel Zegler not being able to shut her freaking mouth, just the ugliness that it's like. First they pick small people, and then we get these horrible things. Like what? Again, I've said before in like the last video, people are rooting for the apple. Like people are like, can the queen and the apple please win? Like, I'm rooting for the poison apple here, just because I'm just. So, again, I don't think, apart from parents, I really don't think people will be seeing the movie. People will find, like nature or everything, stuff like that. It'll find a way. And there's I'm not saying it's good, but there's always those people who yar. So, people will see it eventually. It's some way or another. Or people just wait for a day or so to pass, and suddenly there's basically the entire movie in clips online. Why watch the whole movie when you can just watch it, the major clips on YouTube for free? So, there's that. But yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. This movie has been a failure from the start, and in a year after it comes out, no one's going to remember it, while everyone still cherishes the original 1937 classic. So, congratulations, Disney. No longer are you innovative, no longer are you inspiration, and no longer are you imagination. You're just a shell of what you used to be, just making crappy live-action remakes. And in a year, no one will remember this, and people will just keep going back to the original. All because you don't want to be creative anymore. But anyway, what do we know? What do we know? That's going to do for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.